Hey everybody, welcome to my first video. This is going to be for the Forex part of my YouTube channel. This is going to be me solely focused on the Forex market, Forex trading, Forex news or information, other economic news and stuff like that. So the first thing we're going to do in the first video is basically show you guys a entry into a position, and how I go about doing that, how I go about formulating part of my research and part of the reasoning why. So first things first is we'll come up here to the top. As you can see, I got the euro dollar up. First thing before I even look at any charts is going to be, I want to know this current situation of the Forex market, what's going on. So it's 8:36. I can go to my trusty little Forex Factory, website that I use every single day for my Forex trading. You come to the bottom first, you see, okay, see where it says sessions, we're in between the London and the New York session. So any kind of dollar pairs, pound, euro, Swiss franc, those are all going to be very liquid and very active during this time because we are in that range, as well as any of the Canadian pairs, and you definitely like your dollar yens and stuff like that are still going to be good to trade. Now, first thing you want to see is what's happened recently. So we had a lot of information come in today. We had, let's see, a lot of pound information. So final GDP in the pound and business investment is pretty much the same, just in line with forecast. Revised business sentiment just barely missed a little bit quarter over quarter. That's not a huge deal. Your current account balance was $2 billion better for the pound. And then you move to your European numbers. So you have your Italian preliminary CPI at a 0.2, which is good. Your core CPI flash estimate year over year slightly beating out the 1% at 1.1. And then just 7 minutes ago we had our Canadian GDP that beat by 1/10%. Month over month, we had our RMPI. That was actually notably better than expected. Same with our IPPI. Now you look at the US dollar, you see our core PCE price index in right at expected at 0.2. Our personal spending down. That was actually a miss of 0.4. So a miss of 0.1 of 1%. Came in at 0.4 instead of 0.5, but our personal income was much better than expected at a 0.5 over a 0.3. So to be honest, that personal income is probably going to outweigh that slight miss in personal spending a little bit. They have fairly good news across the board in terms of Canada and Europe. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do see some dollar weakness again, pushing through today. We do have a Chicago PMI coming out at 9:45 and consumer sentiment coming out at 10. So we're not going to be able to see that during this video, but you'll be able to see, again, a lot of movement during that time as well. Now my next site I'm going to check is Forex Live. Another site that basically they just go over a lot of key financial information, economic information, and bring a little bit of an analysis to it. So we do have US May PCE core at 1.6 on an annualized basis. We did get a slight beat, so that's actually solid for the dollar. Kind of less chance for this data came out, definitely not giving people the inkling that a cut is going to be a great idea, or a 50 basis point cut. You might still get the 25, but maybe they cut twice instead of 3 times. And then let's see what we got. Personal spending was revised up big time last month. Interesting. But again, you do see the inflation way below the target of 2%, so we'll see what happens there. But that income spending did have decent numbers, as they say. Now you do have your Canadian GDP, rebound in oil and gas, makes sense why you have that growth. So you have the Australian dollar is the weakest, the New Zealand dollar is the strongest. Now that stinks, because you really should. Their correlation between those two pairs are going to be pretty good. But now we'll go over to our charts. So we're already expecting probably a little bit of a beat in terms of your euro dollar sentiment. So you probably are going to be, I'll probably be looking a little bit long. Now, this is just going to be done on a practice account just to show you guys out. Alright, so euro dollar, we're looking at, we'll bring that up to a 4-hour chart. Alright, so we are definitely seeing supply there, but that is now the second time we've hit into supply. And we do have this positive move, and that doesn't look good on a 2-hour. That 1 hour, if that green candle is able to close above that red candle, that's definitely a bullish signal going forward. But I don't see any direct real places I want to get in. We are at a 80 level, so I'll go over that in a later video why I do like that 1.1380 number that you have on that trade, which I would probably be kind of close to liking an entry on. Now, if you look at this 5-minute chart, that's what I was looking for. I might actually get into this trade. Show you guys real fast. Now, I just need this 5-hour candle to close. But while that candle closes, first of all, let's make sure we got a countdown on here. Where's our countdown? There we go, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Now let's look at the pound dollar. It's another one that came in with a decent data today. On a daily, we are looking pretty positive. Might be making that lower low. That's at a big area of support. Do have that hit a couple of times. Now if we look 2 hour, come to a 1 hour. See, that's I don't entirely like that. So we're gonna just move on from there. Australian dollar. Man, that is doing pretty bad. Now I do think that's coming into a little bit of a demand zone though, which might not be bad. We come down in here, it's right at a 70 number, and we didn't hit that 20, so I'm actually feeling kind of good about it. But again, we'll have to wait and see. We'll go about dollar yen, and then we'll come back, loop around to the euro dollar again. That's probably where I'm gonna have my position in for you guys. Let's look at the daily. Now, daily on the dollar yen doesn't look great, not gonna lie. I mean, we do have that wick. I mean, there's about no body on any of those daily candles, and we are coming through an 80 right now. So this is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. I remember seeing it right here, and I was thinking about buying it there. Didn't end up actually going through with that buy. I mean, man, we are totally seeing some positive growth. Now that's the dollar yen. I'm gonna want to look at euro yen, maybe New Zealand yen to try to jump in on, because of the fact that they are doing stronger than the dollar today. Now, let's break this to a 4-hour. Wow, I don't know if you guys see that there. Doesn't look great, but look at this. We're pushing, we might be creating a little bit of a demand zone right there. So let's see what we got. Okay, I honestly do feel pretty good about this, and we are right below a 70. So we did eclipse that 80 number before. I do like to play in those 75s, 25s. I'll go into that on another video, but to be honest, the chart still doesn't look good enough for me. So let's see, pound yen. This is a little bit of a risky one. This one gets going, this one gets going, but you are looking at some nice support here. Oh my god. Yep, we're gonna take this trade. We're gonna take this trade. That's just a matter of where we want to take it. We'll take a couple pips off, and we'll do a quick little $30,000 position. 3 months. We'll do a stop loss at 25 pips. So take profit at 50 pips, and boom. Now we're going to set it right there in terms of our stop loss. We're going to be looking at our hour. If we can come in and touch and keep going higher, this is going to look like a good one. Now let's go back to this euro dollar. This is interesting. We definitely got some movement here. Interesting, weakening the euro dollar. Now here's a low risk buy that we can do. Now we're going to be hitting into this one right at the limit at the market, so this is going to be close. Now we're going to do 15 pips and 30 pips. This is going to be a little bit of a smaller trade. We're actually going to be 40,000 bucks there. Oh, look at that. So we're going to bring this right there. Alright. And then we can always bring these up in terms of having a constant eye. We'll go pound JPY. We'll go euro dollar. So we move these out of the way, and now we can track them. Now you see how I put stop positions and targets in those. My stop, I cannot move it any farther down than what they're at right now. Now I could always move it up. Absolutely always move it up. I can never move it down. Now my targets, I don't usually move those. If I am going to get out of a position before it hits either my predetermined entry or exit, I will let people know, but there's a couple of different factors that may factor into that. Another thing I wanted to bring up too, just real quick. Actually, I won't bring that up. I'll leave that for the next episode. But as you can see here, look at this pound yen. Fucking thing's getting away from us. It is annoying when you miss something like that, if we do end up missing this, but we'll see. But anyway, that's how I take the positions. That's how I end up doing that work. And right now we're sitting at 1.4 pips of negative profit, $5.60 on the euro dollar, and we're still, what is this showing me? What are we, 6.8 pips away from this pound yen? So this could always come and hit as well. But anyway, everybody have a good one, and I'll be back with another Forex video very soon. Bye-bye.